Hey guys, welcome. So after about 6 weeks and after losing a bet, I thought I'll make the video to show you how to clean the inside of the Cybertruck. So let's get going.
I'll leave links to all the products I use here in the description below.
So to make life easy, I just take the mats out and just wash it. I always shut the door before I start using the hose, just to be safe. Now I'm just going to take these mats and leave it in the sun for drying. There's a lot of trash like this under the seat. Pretty much I'm going to vacuum that. Sometimes I use some anti-static cloth to get rid of the finer dust. One of the cool things about using the Cybertruck is I don't need to find an outlet to run the vacuum. So as long as I turn the outlets on, I am good to go. So as you can see, I did not take out the rear mat. To be honest with you, it's got a little bit of sand, and I'm just going to be lazy here. Let's see if I can unlock this guy. So you can see there's some sand, and to take this thing off, I have to also get rid of, or rather take this out, and I'm really feeling lazy right now. But yeah, I would otherwise take this out and clean it up. Some of the stuff here I would again use just a wet towel or a baby wipes, and they just work fine, and that's pretty much it. So I'm just going to put this camera back on the stand and just vacuum the car down. Yeah, I don't want to shut the door, cut the wire off, so I'll leave that open there. Go to the front now.
I use baby wipes for the inside of the car. They are pretty gentle and definitely do a great job. Donut sugar or anything that's really horrible, it just goes with baby wipes. Now, baby wipes is actually not streak-free. It will leave some streaks, but on Napa leather, it's usually okay, you cannot see it. Where you'll start seeing streaks is if you use baby wipes on glass or anything that's a shiny surface. Baby wipes also do an amazing job against sunscreen on seats or other areas. For all inside glass and shiny surfaces, I use a pH neutral glass cleaner, because if you use Windex or anything else like that, that's usually basic in nature, and that can actually react with the rubber or some of the other softer material inside. So it's always safer to use a pH neutral glass cleaner.
Alright, for the outside windshield, you just go to a gas station, or if you have a squeegee, just use that and get a long one, because you will need it. If you're somebody who's got shorter arms, then you'll have to probably do it from both sides. Uh, with a long squeegee, I can manage from just one side, but it all depends on how tall you are and how long of an arms you have. All right, guys. So one of the biggest problem with the Cybertruck windshield is that, sure, the outside you can clean with a standard squeegee-like thing from a gas station, but the inside, especially when the sun falls on the windshield, you get this mucky, greasy kind of crap. And apparently that's because the upholstery inside the car gives out some kind of a vapor that goes on the glass and makes this horrible greasy thing. And the auto spec guys, they describe this really well, but a couple of things that you need, one of them is this guy. It's from Adam's Polish. It's called Brilliant Glaze. It looks like milk, or rather almond milk, and it smells like pina colada. But trust me, this stuff is not farm to table, okay? Make sure this doesn't go in your mouth or in your eyes. But the idea is you shake it well and you put it in a cloth like this. This is dusty too. You put it in a cloth like this and you apply it. It's going to look almost like more grease. Let it sit for maybe 2 or 3 minutes and then apply this waterless wash. People say spray it on the glass, but I just tend to put it on a towel, a secondary towel. So you can see this is dusty, and wipe it off. And it really does an amazing job. Obviously, I'm not doing this every time I wash the car. I've only done it once so far after I've got the Cybertruck, and I got it in June, so it's probably about four months or so. So do it maybe once or twice a year, but this kind of stuff really gets onto my nerves, so we'll be doing it today. I put a towel here so that, you know, this stuff is like the bird poop looking thing you get to clean your stovetops. So if it falls on this, I don't want it to make a mess. Again, I'm being paranoid, but that's why I put a towel there. All right, so let's get started. The other thing is, the reason I'm wearing a cap, yeah, it's cold today, but at the same time, I don't want my head touching the windshield. That's the second reason. Make it into a 4. Some bird poop, and let's go. You could apply this with a Swiffer, but I'm just going to use my hands. It's called the Armstrong method. So this is with the waterless wash. Guys, make sure you ventilate the car because it does start to get fumy after a point. Like one of these days I'll get stuck in the bloody Cybertruck. That'll be fun. Calling 911 to get me out of this place. Okay, so the first pass is done. Now one of the things I've noticed is the waterless wash gets the bird poop stuff out pretty quickly. I mean, you know, the other glass cleaner, but it is not completely streak free. I don't know if you can see it, but it does leave some streak, and you may have to go a pass with just a typical glass cleaner that we use in other places, like to clean the screen and stuff like that. This is a typical glass cleaner that I've used in the past to do the screen and other places. So this will be the final pass, and a fresh cloth. Again, guys, you don't have to do this every time you wash your car. As I said, once in 3-4 months, when you start to see the whole thing getting greasy, that's when you actually apply this. All right, finally some kitchen towel, standard ones. If you have old socks, putting it on as a gloves and using that might not be a bad idea. Maybe I should try that next time. See, the problem is some of the stuff that I feel is inside is actually outside, and you should clean the outside first.
Here's some pictures from after the cleaning. I'm going to leave the links to all the products I've used here. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you found this useful, please give me a like and subscribe if you haven't. See you in the next one.